Good morning, everybody. I am Lindsay,
I'm Adrienne.
and today's episode is all about networking, but not the networking you all think.
So, I've taken a super different approach to networking. I think that often people think of awkward, going to events where you don't know people and sitting in the corner and then having to try and make small talk. And well, nobody likes that apparently. Well, it doesn't really have to be like that. I think we overthink it. First of all, the first thing I do is if I am going to a networking event, I always take my emotional support human. I always think going with a buddy. The buddy system they taught you in kindergarten goes into adulthood too. A buddy makes everything easier. Often people think, well, you'll just talk to your buddy the whole time, but it's really not. It's just you feel more at ease, you feel more comfortable.
Kind of ease in a little bit. Yeah.
You present yourself, and not thinking networking as traditional networking. Yes, there are a lot of these events, and yes, there's a lot of people at them, but volunteer, do things that fill your cup. Those are still people you're talking to. That's still networking.
Right.
I think we don't have to put a networking into a box. It's very easy to want to be, this is what it is and this is the parameters of how to do it. But
Right.
honestly, your kid's soccer game, that's a networking event, your kid's Girl Scouts, your dog's training, your
Right.
volunteering in the community, your social clubs, they're all opportunities to network.
Right. And it doesn't have to come from like we think of the 80s or 90s where it's like, hello, my name is Lindsay Culver and I am a realtor. It doesn't have to be like all stuffy like that, right? Like you can make it genuine and be yourself. And I think that's really important, especially like for us, we love volunteering in our community. We live in Tigard. We've lived there for 17 years. We get involved in all the schools. We're sponsors for sports. I was a sporty. I played volleyball, basketball, softball. So that's super important for me to bring up kids. I want them to know that they have support systems. And so we sponsor all the sports teams, right? And so that's important to me. We do a lot of volunteer within Tigard community too. But that doesn't mean that I don't support other communities, right?
Absolutely.
It's just that I live there and, we're community builders. Like that's what we're known for.
Well, absolutely. And the best place to build your community is where you live. I mean,
Right.
obviously building those relationships with other people, businesses,
Right.
Are all opportunities for you in your community. And so it's definitely easy.
Right.
The other thing is think about what you're passionate about. I'm really passionate about animals, so I get involved in a lot of different animals. This weekend, I went to a donkey sanctuary event at the Oregon Donkey Sanctuary. It's so fun out in Oregon City. Check it out if you haven't been out there.
What's it called? It's a sanctuary?
The Oregon Donkey Sanctuary. These people bought 40 acres and they have 22 donkeys that they feed and take care of, and they are amazing. And
That's so cool.
yeah, super cool. But in that, I met 2 real estate agents that I didn't know, and also ran into a couple title people that I didn't know very well. And so, really great opportunity for me to network. And all I was doing was going to visit donkeys and support the donkeys.
Right.
And we as a company like to support the community, so I try really hard to volunteer or do raffle baskets or give back to the community. And so this was just a chance happening, but also super cool opportunity to learn about something new that I can now support and now made new friends.
Yeah, and I had no idea that even existed. So when I saw that on Facebook, I was like, wow, that's really cool. So it's another opportunity to also help educate even people within your sphere or people that you don't know. Like, I just love that. That's so fantastic.
Absolutely. What's passionate to you is probably also passionate to other people. They just don't know. And what you don't know, you don't know.
Right. So yeah, I agree. I'm all about trying to come up with ways to make it genuine, right? Like you all know the whole term commission breath or whatever, when things like feel like this is the last pair of shoes, and you're like at one of those big box retail companies and you're like, sure, it's the last pair. I think really coming from that contribution and just being a genuine and being mindful, right? Being a mindful human is really important. Like today, for example, I want to buy a house, right? Like it's subtle, like it's not like out in your face. Not saying that I have great friends that do that too, so I'm not saying that, but how my style is, I'm going to be a little bit more subtle about it,
Absolutely.
right? And maybe it might open up a little bit if I'm feeling more comfortable or what have you, but it's opportunities, right?
Absolutely. I know people who advertise their businesses through their animals. They tie a little scarf that says,
That's true.
or a kid, my mom is a realtor, or, I'm a junior realtor. There are great ways to get out there and network throughout your community and not actually have to do the traditional staunch stuffy, hello, my name is, and I do this for a living, and you should do business with me. It's not about that.
Yeah.
You want to do business with people you like, and we underestimate that.
That is true.
So, get out there, make friends.
Thanks, everybody. I'm Lindsay Culver with Premier Property Group, and
I'm Adrienne Butzer with Environmental Works, and we're Mindful Mondays. Thanks for joining us.
bye.